Have you ever met someone who argues with total confidence but makes absolutely no sense? They talk loud, act sure of themselves, and yet they're completely wrong. Interestingly, psychology says this might not just be arrogance, it can actually reveal something deeper about intelligence. Let's break down the real, science-based signs of low cognitive ability. 1. Confidence without comprehension. There's a psychological concept called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It happens when people who know very little overestimate how much they know. They lack the awareness to realize their own ignorance. So they speak boldly, but when you look closer, their logic falls apart. 2. No curiosity or hunger to learn. One of the clearest signs of intelligence is curiosity. Smart minds constantly ask why and how. They explore, question, and seek understanding. But people with lower cognitive ability avoid new ideas, dislike being challenged, and often see learning as uncomfortable because it threatens their ego. 3. Rigid, black and white thinking. Low IQ individuals often struggle with nuance. For them, things are either totally right or totally wrong, no middle ground. Psychologists call this cognitive rigidity, or the inability to think flexibly. Complex ideas feel confusing, so they stick to simple, absolute views. 4. Poor control over emotions. Research shows that lower intelligence often comes with lower emotional regulation. Instead of thinking before reacting, they lash out. Anger, offense, and frustration take over quickly. Intelligent people pause and analyze. Less intelligent ones explode first and think later. 5. Always blaming someone else. A common psychological pattern among low IQ individuals is the external locus of control, the belief that life just happens to them. They point fingers at luck, people, or the system instead of taking responsibility or trying to change their situation. 6th, inability to handle disagreement. For some, disagreement feels like an attack. They can't separate their identity from their opinions, so when someone challenges them, they get defensive or hostile. Real debate requires reasoning, and reasoning takes mental energy that not everyone invests. Low intelligence isn't about grades or formal education. It's about how someone processes the world, how they think, react, and grow. And ironically, the lower someone's IQ, the less likely they are to recognize their own limitations. If you enjoy learning about the deeper psychology behind human behavior, the truths most people overlook, hit subscribe. The fact that you're curious enough to watch this already sets you apart.